I believe it was Aristotle that said, to thyself be true, or know yourself. Don't quote me on this. It was either Aristotle or Socrates. But no matter who said it, it is absolutely one of those ageless advice that will never get old. And every single human being living should follow this advice. Be true to yourself. Know yourself. Know yourself. Know what you want. Know what you are. Know what you aren't. Know what you're capable of. Know what you're not capable of. By no means does that mean that talk down to yourself and don't try things that you're not sure of. No, that's not what it means. That means trying to be something, to me at least, that means trying to be something that you're not. Some people even go, as I've seen men in groups, and this is a very trivial thing, but it's reflective of other more important things. Let's say one man in the group, or the majority of the men in the group, like, for example, women that are really, really thin, really skin and bone thin, whatever. And you like and prefer a more curvaceous kind, maybe you want a little meat on the bone, or whatever, or vice versa. I have actually seen and witnessed that there are people who are actually embarrassed or afraid to speak their mind and say that, oh yeah, I like that too, yeah, that sounds really good, even though they like something else, because they're afraid if they reveal what they truly like, that they might be ridiculed or laughed at or ostracized, whatever. When in fact, without a doubt and always, when you speak your mind, whether it's to a group of other male friends or especially with women, when you speak your mind, when you stand your ground, when you proudly and unafraid, without any fear, say what you believe, say what you like, that only shows confidence and self-assuredness, and that is attractive and sexy, and to other male makes them only envious of you, because believe it or not, majority of the people are of the first kind that I described. Majority of the people in the world, especially men, are the kind that want to conform, that hide their true self, hide their what they really like, for fear of being disliked or ostracized or you're marginalized. But the best advice from the most wise throughout the ages has been, be true to yourself and know yourself, and never be afraid to speak your mind and say it as you feel it, So what if there's 10 men in the group and 9 of them like a certain kind? You should be the one that stand out that says, if that's truly the case, say, I actually like them a little bigger. I actually like women that have a bigger, behind, whatever. Or whatever it is the case. I think you get the point. Try this in your life and see how pleasantly surprised you will be. Always say what you feel without fear. Always stand your ground, whether it's in the example that I used, whether it's in a political realm. Maybe 9 out of 10 in your group are of a different political persuasion, but you like something else. If you find yourself hesitant to say what you feel, if you find yourself hesitant to or ashamed for a moment, then you know you got something to repair. Don't be afraid to speak your mind, don't be afraid to say what you believe, because that will only earn you immediate respect. And when you're being untrue to yourself, when you're saying something just to conform, just to be liked in a phony way, that will be eventually discovered, and that will permanently recognize you as someone who's weak, who is desperate to be liked, because he knows he's not likable. And I don't think anyone wants to fall in that category. Point of the video is always be true to yourself, know yourself. Never be afraid to speak your mind and say it like it is. If they don't like you, if they don't accept you, whether it's your male friends or the females, they're not your friends to begin with. If somebody ostracizes you and marginalizes you and distances themselves from you, knowing what your preferences are in life, they're not your friends. You don't need them. You don't want them. Believe me, you're better off without them. You want friends that respect you. If you really like somebody, if you really and genuinely care for somebody, men and women, are you going to change your mind about them if they say they prefer something else, whatever? No, you don't. No, you don't. Unless you got something mentally wrong with you. So know it that it's the same with others. If they are true friends, they'll stand by you no matter what your preferences and likes are, because it doesn't affect them in any way. It doesn't affect who I like politically, or what type of women I like, or what type of food I like, what type of vacations I like, what type of clothes I like. It doesn't affect you. It's my business. It's my life. Those who expect you to conform to them, those who expect you to like what they like, men or women, they're not your friends. Drop them like a rock. All the best, ladies and gentlemen. Till the next video. Still in Argentina. Why would I go anywhere else for now? All the best.